All right, so good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? So I hope and pray that everybody is doing good because we will be discussing another topic, or this will be the last topic for this term. And I'm happy to announce that next meeting will be your midterm examination. So good luck to everyone. And I want also to greet myself. Happy birthday. Okay? So to be continue. So let's start discussing about professional skills. Okay? So it's all about the hard skills and the soft skills, no? Na nabanggit ko na sa inyo last time. That is very essential to human even you are working or wala pa tayo sa industry, but we need to learn and to practice professionalism. Okay? What is professional skills all about? Okay, so according to Plato, are you familiar with this? According to Plato, whether this is your first job or your 100 times, it is a new beginning, and you will need to decide which path to follow. Regardless of your direction, by starting strong, you set yourself upon a path of success. However, you cannot take your first step without a foundation under your feet. So, meaning to say, this quotation from Plato, this is the way a person conducts himself or herself at work to represent, okay? To represent both themselves and the company in a positive way. Okay? Something to do also on how you will do your job, how you will behave on your job, and how you will come across as you interact those people, different coworkers soon, okay, your supervisor, and so on. So it's not um between as if you are a first timer, no, a beginner sa trabaho, but on how you will conduct or represent yourself to a certain job that you will work on to the future. Okay? And also, as part of professionalism, meron tayong 12 professional behavior tips dito. No? Nakikita nyo on the left side here. Meron tayong honesty, respect meetings, communication, meron din tayong time management, the integrity, the safety, the dress code, accountability, corporate goals, teamwork, and commitment. Okay? It sounds like, oh, all of the attitude slash the skills is quite professional, no? In sounds. But here, the challenging part is that these all may seem obvious, no, or basic, but these skills can be very hard to learn and we need to take a lot of practice. Do you agree with that? Ma'am, we're not working pa naman eh. Sa inyo lang yan, mga working na, mga working people. Yung mga adult na ma'am, kami, we're just a student right now, so we cannot, understand it and hindi pa namin siya magagamit. But I'm reminding everybody that at the end of the day, we need to engage with this professionalism because this is essential to a job. Okay? Sa career ninyo soon. Paano ba tayo magiging professional in a way that we're not just speaking with the title, but on how, again, how we will represent ourselves on our job, no, sa future. So, professionalism is working in a professional office environment setting, and this is very different than most work settings. So, magkakaiba kasi. Okay? Depende sa industry na pwede ninyong mapuntahan, no? Magkakaibang job and responsibilities ang pwede ninyong mapuntahan soon. But at the end, we will need to work on this professionalism. Employees must follow specific processes. So whatever the industry, no, whatever the job, we need to follow processes and protocols inside the company or the organization, as well as dress appropriately for the environment. And also the employee should be aware of how their actions will represent their commitment to their rules. Okay? And from this kasi, no, sa professionalism, if may establish natin to and we will practice this one little by little, it is being valued by the employee or a person because this is the foundation also of our career success, as well as a good relationship to everybody, no? And it will promote respect. 'Di ba sabi nga nila, if that person is very professional in all means, no, the way he or she talks, the way he or she shares his or her opinion, suggestions, and the mindset is very professional, we are receiving the higher respect, no, in introducing to other people what is respect all about. Okay? And also, we have to learn important concepts here in professionalism. But anyway, the objective of this topic is we need to know those professional tips that we need to engage at the end of the day. As a student, you need to prepare yourself soon to be an employee, to be a worker in a company. And also, the objective is to apply all those professional tips and all about the professionalism, even you are a student, because I'll be preparing some exercises and assessment that will build your professionalism as if you are just a student right now. Okay, so going back, we have the important concepts here. So, natakal natin to last term sa prelim, no? The barriers of the communication, no? Na isa-isa natin siya. But this is also important because a professional environment, so speaking of the company or organization, cannot exist without communication. Okay? Use professional language and avoid being too casual while communicating. So focus on clarity and use active listening skills to ensure understanding from all parties. 'Di ba? So sa lahat naman ngayon um, even sa operations, we're using communication to all people. It can be the guest, the client, or the workers. We need or there's a need, no, with the existence of communication. So it can be verbal, no, it can be non-verbal, it can be visual, or it can be written. So verbal, non-verbal, visual, and written is under the types of communication, and this will be the way, no, that will teach us on how we will use this also, these types of communication. And with that communication, all of us are not perfect all the time, right? Nagkakaroon tayo ng mga barriers para maintindihan tayo ng listener natin and also our company na kinabibilangan. So we have here the perceptual barriers, the emotional barriers, language barriers, cultural barriers, physical barriers, and also overcoming communication barriers. So, saan kayo ngayon as a student that you think yung communication natin is medyo nakukulangan pa tayo? Okay? So why is it important that the communication is to be present, no, in all organizations or in our day-to-day activities, especially in workplace? Because of what? Because communication is part of the success also of the company, and it is part of the employees accountability. So yung accountability natin, hindi naman when we say good communicator tayo, you are best to speak in English all the time eh. Hindi naman dun lagi nagmamatter yon, class. It is something to do sa accountability natin sa communication is to watch and to assess the thoughts or words that we will be delivering to other people. It's not about your English is beginning dollar, no? Sabi nila, ay, kapag Inglesera at Inglesero, pasok na yan sa company kasi dire-diretso mag-English at saka good communication skills niya. Though that is important, no? Part of professional skills kasi that we know to speak in English, but not all the time. Yun lang lagi yung titingnan nating aspect. But the important thing here, regardless yan ng types of communication, is yung thoughts and words na pwede lumabas sa bibig natin. At paano natin to ina-act to other people, lalo na kung sa industry tayo, hospitality industry, normally ang mamimit natin dyan is more of guests aside sa supervisor and coworkers natin. So, paano tayo, or how we will be, to be polite all the time by means of communicating with them. Example is saying thank you, no? A simple thank you once your supervisor grant your request, no? You want to have a 1 week leave, 1 week vacation, so mag-off muna tayo sa work. So, regardless yan kung verbal or through written mo siyang sinubmit sa supervisor mo, we need to express those words as simple thank you kasi napaka-meaningful ng thank you. Okay? So, hindi tayo pwede mag-communicate like you requested something from your boss and then wala man lang na-receive kahit simple thank you or or wala lang, deadma ka lang. So, it's not part of professionalism. Okay? If you're working in a company, learn to say thank you in every aspect na nire-request natin or kahit hindi request. Anything, no? Sa communication natin is kakailanganin mo to say a simple thank you is kailangan mo siyang gamitin. And also sa guest natin, okay? Sa hospitality industry, may mga client tayo dyan all the time. 'Di ba pinag-aaralan natin that they are the source of the income or profit ng isang company. Kung hotel man yan, kung restaurant man yan, sa cruise line man yan, F&B man yan, kahit saan. We need to say thank you, no? Uh, after nating ma-provide sa kanila yung service, no? And kapag umalis sila sa ating uh, company, no? Kung nag-check-in man sila halimbawa, is we need to give them a simple thank you as well. So that is part of the communication. Okay? And we need to clarify those words na kailangan nating ibigay sa ating kausap. Okay? And never tayong magsasabi din dito ng mga bad words. Though may mga bad words tayo most of the time na kinalakihan na natin or meron tayong mga salitang hindi maiiwasan, no? Hindi natin yan pwedeng dalhin sa trabaho. Okay? Or using words na hindi naiintindihan ng ibang tao sa paligid mo. Say for example, lunch break na ninyo and then you will use, andun yung supervisor ninyo, and then, sir, can we have our break time because we will go somewhere pa eme. Okay? Do you know the word eme? So, yun yung mga words natin na ginagamit minsan sa bahay. If you're familiar, yung mga expression natin na hindi familiar yung ibang tao, so wag natin siyang gagamitin. So try to use words lang with clarity to ensure na maiintindihan what's eme all about. 'Di ba? So yung eme gamitin niyo na lang sa bahay or kayo-kayo na lang magkakaibigan kapag kayo-kayo na lang magkakasama. Or yung mga judgment ng mga words, 'di ba? So do not use that during your working hours o no or kayo man is may mga position na sa trabaho soon. Okay? And also, another important concepts in professional skills is the habit of punctuality. Okay? Who are those punctual people? So congratulations to all my students here na before ng time ng klase ay talagang naka-join in na. Okay? Two thumbs up sa inyo. Why? Why do we need this one lalo na sa work, no? And to be a professional? Because professionalism demands timeliness. Be at work on time and ready to go when you are expected to be. If you will be unable to meet an attendance expectation, provide advance notice whenever possible. Okay? Kung mapapansin ninyo, no, I keep on reminding everyone, kapag mag-a-absent tayo, magbigay sa akin ng notification ahead of time, ahead ng time natin for this subject, kung bakit kayo a-absent. So that is part of punctuality. Okay? And being professional kasi, you are informing other people, no, for some delays, no, for some cancellation because you were respecting the time of others. Okay? And also, meron ako nabasang article. Do you know that be on time is also considered as late? Paano naman yun, ma'am? On time na nga, late pa din. Meaning to say, kapag pumasok kasi tayo sa trabaho, say for example, ang duty ninyo is 9 a.m. Pag dumating kayo ng office ng 9 a.m., hindi naman kayo 9 a.m. agad magtatrabaho eh. Lalapag nyo pa yung gamit nyo, magre-retouch kayo, magsi-CR pa, iinom ng tubig, and so on and so on. The schedule is 9 a.m. Okay? So, hindi na kukumit ang 9 a.m. na makakapagtrabaho kayo agad because of some extracurricular pa na ginagawa, no? Before mag-start ng trabaho. So, meaning to say, late ka na nun. Kasi, we should have or to follow the time na 9 a.m., that 9 a.m. nagwo-work ka na. Okay? So, mas maintindihan ninyo kapag kayo is magtatrabaho na soon. Naiisipin ninyo kapag 9 a.m. ang work ninyo, before 9 a.m. kailangan nasa opisina na kayo or nasa workplace na kayo. I'll just giving you an example habang tayo dito. Magjo-join in kayo sa class. So, most of the time, nag-open ako ng Gmeet natin 15 minutes before so that we can start. So kung mapapansin ninyo, no, bantay na bantay tayo sa oras, 11:01, 11:02 na, start na tayo, ilan man kayo, start na tayo because that is part of punctuality. Again, professionalism demands timeliness. So we should be realistic, organized, no? And comfortable tayo on the time na binibigay sa atin when it comes sa work. Hindi yung nagmamadali tayo kasi na-late na. We should give buffer time all the time. No? Ibig sabihin, before the time itself is kailangan mayroon tayong 10 to 15 minutes before the exact time. Okay? And may mga company naman na nagbibigay ng grace period, halimbawa. Hindi pa sila makakonsider na late yung mga empleyado because they have 10 to 15 minutes grace period. So, mababait pa yung mga companies na ganun, no? Meron pang grace period. Pero, sobra naman na kalimbawang may grace period na late ka pa din. Okay? So we need to learn this one, the habit of punctuality. And also, dito kasi ano if we are punctual, no, sa ating workplace, parang nagre-reflect na dito that we are honoring also our commitments sa trabaho. Kung ano yung duties and responsibilities natin. So we will not have excuses, no? And hindi tayo nag-ignore, no, ng mga gagawin natin from day to day because late tayo. But we are figuring out the ways kung paano natin masusolusyonan yung pagiging late natin or pagiging hindi on time natin. Okay? So, kayo bilang estudyante, pwede natin yung ma-practice when it comes sa time ng schedule nyo sa pagpasok. Kung halimbawa ang teacher nyo naman or prof is nagbibigay sa inyo ng time na ganito, it's fine kasi meron kayong, kumbaga, merong announcement prior ang mga prof ninyo. Pero kung wala, what is the set time to your schedule? So, attend your class. Diba? So, that is part of punctuality. Okay? And also, yan. So, we have here the integrity. So, office environments depend on employee integrity to function. This means honesty, transparency, and dedication are paramount. Hold yourself to high standards and take responsibility for your actions. 'Di ba sabi nila, the integrity is close to honesty. So we should keep our word as employee, as professionals, and don't compromise your values. But there are times, no, promises are made to be, broken. Ayan, paniniwalaan na ng lahat yan. So, meaning to say, if we will tell something or do something sa workplace natin, sa duties natin, you must do that. You're being realistic as well. Kung ano yung sinabi mo, ano yung pinangako natin sa trabaho, gagawin natin. Ano yung kinumit natin sa trabaho, gagawin natin. Example, you are a chef. And then, meron sa inyong nagpa-cater na good for 100 packs sa ganitong buwan. Ikaw ang magpe-prepare nun as a chef. No? Lahat ng dishes nila, though you have the assistant. Okay? So, kapag papalapit na, minsan may mga ganitong problems, pag papalapit na, ano nangyayari? Biglang may urgent halimbawa, ang chef, biglang magpapasab, and so on. Doon hindi natin sinasabing mistake ang magkaroon ng excuses. But, we should keep on our mind that we should keep our word. Kasi yung mga trabahong pwede nating maiwanan, ay kawawa naman. Yung mapagpapasahan lalo na kapag malit na oras mo na lang ipinasa or tinransfer sa kanya, turnover ng trabaho mo. Okay? It's a sign of respect. Kasi, halimbawa magluluto ng 100 packs na dishes and then 2 weeks na lang or 1 week na lang, you will not, um, attend sa work, yung duty mo, because of some urgent and so on. So, kawawa yung mapagpapasahan. What if yung mapagpapasahan is hindi siya ganun ka-knowledgeable pa sa mga dishes na gagawin mo? So, paano niya gagawin yun? 'Di ba? So if may mga urgent naman na ganyan, hindi natin masasabi, kailangan natin ng plan B all the time. So yung plan B natin, magiging ready lahat, hindi lang ikaw. Na anytime umabsent ka sa trabaho, no? Yung naiwan mong work na ikaw lang ang may alam, specialized ano mo yun eh. Kumbaga, competency mo yun eh. Is aware yung iba at familiar sila. Okay? So, mararamdaman niyo yan kapag kayo naging, employee, yung mapagbigyan kayo ng workloads, na on the spot or sometimes ilang days na lang or weeks na lang ibibigay sa inyo yung trabaho. It's not good. Okay? So, kailangan nating i-practice yung integrity natin. We need to be transparent also to those people na nakapaligid sa atin. Hindi lang ikaw. Or sometimes you want to accept a job, workloads, and then at the end naman, hindi mo naman kayang tapusin. 'Di ba? So we don't need to accept workloads ng madami para lang maipakita natin sa ating mga coworkers, supervisor na very brainy ka, very smart ka at pinakamasipag, no? Hindi 'yun ang basehan. Eh what if sige kaka-accept mo may mga hindi ka naman natatapos na deadlines. So what's the purpose? May essence pa ba yung pagkuha mo ng workloads and then tatapusin lang din naman pala ng iba mong coworkers. Okay? So wag tayong aako ng isang trabaho na hindi natin kayang pangatawanan. Okay? So maging ano tayo, natural. Kung hindi ko kakayanin 'tong trabahong 'to sa deadline, eh. May tinatapos pa kasi ako. I'm not sure if kakayanin ko ma-accept itong isang trabahong 'to. Halimbawa, you are a chef na sa mga main dish, tapos gusto mo pang mag-bake, 'no? Then gusto mo ring mag-ano, ma-assign sa packaging. So, kaya mo ba? That's the question, eh. Kaya mo ba in the time? Kung hindi, it's fine. Okay? And also, next is, it doesn't matter who you're speaking to. It can be students, parents, coworkers, or other staff. Have a service-oriented mindset and treat everyone with respect and kindness. Be patient and make certain that the impression you leave someone with is a positive one. So according to the two quotations here from Damon Richards, your customer doesn't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And also from Shep Hyken, remember that no matter how good your feedback is, you always start over with the next customer. Okay? So it something to do with the self regulation. Okay? We should stay professional under stress or pressure. Hindi kasi natin alam as employee kung kailan magiging pressure tayo sa work, no? Lalo na sa workloads na binibigay, kailan naman yung stress-free tayo. So, hindi natin siya kayang ma-measure. Depende sa situation. Okay? Depende sa need ni company. But here, we should learn to manage ourselves to be stay professional in a way na we should accept pa din the workloads even, okay? Even kulang na tayo sa time, it doesn't mean na kailangan yung i-push through tapusin lahat. I'm just trying to say here that we need to develop our emotional intelligence. So pressure ka na, syempre pag pressure ka, malungkot ka na, wala ka na sa wisyo. Hindi na natin natatapos yung trabaho, umiiyak ka na sa isang tabi. Or wala ka ng motivation to do the job kasi pressure ka eh. Or sometimes, pag stress-free naman, baliktad. Pag wala masyadong ginagawa sa trabaho, sumobra naman sa pag-happy-happy. Nakalimutang may trabaho pa palang gagawin. Do you get my point? So it's part of professionalism. We need to develop our emotional intelligence and manage ourselves because we cannot control everything, no? Every situation that may come to our workplace. You as a student, ano ba yung minsan hindi nyo makontrol? Yung dami ng seatworks, assignment, activities, plus may pa-reporting, may pa-exam, and so on. So, nape-pressure din kayo, tama, as a student. Hindi nyo alam ano yung uunahin, ano yung dapat tapusin. But again, you need to develop your emotional intelligence. So, paano nyo mapapractice yun? Paano? You need to be positive like Ano? Ano yung gagawin ninyo? One, one task at a time. Ano yung priority nyo na dapat matapos, hanggang maubos lahat ng gagawin ninyo. Okay? So, na-manage nyo ngayon na um, matatapos ko to within this day kasi I have to-do list, I have the agenda to finish within this day. Hindi nyo namamalayan na comply nyo lahat. Okay? And sa trabaho, ganun din yan. Challenging lang to sa mga klase ng employee na yung topic natin last time, yung self-management. If doon sila, ayun yung weakness nila, self-management, mahirap sa kanila to develop the emotional intelligence. Okay? Kasi they are not, you can consider they are not organized person, no? Hindi nila alam sa sila mag-uumpisa. But again, to be professional is to work under pressure, no? Kahit ano pang um, bigat ng workloads natin, we need to stay on the track, no? To be composed all the time as if walang bigat sa trabaho. Do you get it? Okay? And also, yan. Important concept as well sa professional skills is yung dress code natin. So, yung iba sa inyo dito working and makaka-relate, no? We have what we call the business casual, may smart casual tayo, meron ding business professional. So, itong mga dress code natin is depende sa protocol ng company or ng organization, ano yung mga dapat nating maging uniform. Okay? Kasi hindi naman pwede tayo nakapambahay lang, no? Okay, papasok tayo sa trabaho, aakyat tayo, sasakay tayo sa jeep, maglalakad sa daan, nakapambahay. So parang wala namang ganun. Okay, we're talking about the professional um, job. Okay, the way you dress in an office environment is more important than in almost any other setting. If you are not wearing a uniform, business casual is the typical standard. Okay, and you should always verify you meet, okay, any dress code requirements. So bakit mahalaga yung ano natin, yung dress code? Because we are reflecting our image, personal image. Okay? And dito din masusukat kasi, no, our proper hygiene, no? Makikita dyan the way ka manamit, no? Hygienic na tao ba 'to or hindi, 'no? Meron ba kayong kakilala papasok sa trabaho 'no, halos hinahabol na ng plancha yung mga damit nila. Though, may mga paniniwala na hindi naman sa damit, 'no, 'yan nasusukat kundi sa trabaho na gagawin mo inside. But again, yung image kasi natin yung magre-reflect din, 'no, kung anong klase ng, um our background personally and also yung reflection natin as a person. Kasi makikita din dito kung gaano ka ka-organized na tao, no? It will mirror also kung gaano ka rin ka-passionate and a follower, ayan, to your job in the company. So, wala tayong choice dito but to follow uniforms sa ating workplace, no? May mga empleyado nag-a-apply lang sila kasi gusto yung uniform do'n, may mga gano'ng reason, eh, 'no? Kasi nakakaganda daw sa image. And, meron naman, gusto nila yung simple lang, so they will apply for a job na ganito lang din. Actually totoo 'yan, may mga employee na nag-aano lang sila, dumedepende sa kung anong uniform ng company and then a-applyan nilang gano'n. So, I'm trying to say dito, regardless yan kung may choice tayo sa pananamit or what, but we need to follow the protocol ng isang company. If merong announcement like kailangan business casual for this day, kailangan sa meeting naka-business professional tayo, smart casual. So, nagre-reflect yan paano tayo nagfa-follow sa ating mga superior and sa company. Okay? And syempre sa mga guests natin sa hospitality industry, magre-reflect din si company of course. 'Di ba? Halimbawa, receptionist, nakita nyo, naka-ano lang doon, naka-crop top, tsaka naka-pang TikTok shorts. No? So, ano magiging reflection sa sa customer na mag-check-in? Parang ang ano naman, low pa sa low class ng hotel na to, pinapayagan nila. Do wala namang ganun. But I'm trying to say lang na sa workplace, maging professional din tayo sa pananamit. Okay, so kayo dyan, if hindi kayo mahilig mga mag-business professional, business casual, or smart casual, so ngayon pa lang i-practice nyo na, no? Lalo na kapag may mga defense kayo sa school, may mga reporting na, actually, ako nagpapareport ako sa students ko before nung face-to-face. Hindi sila naka-uniform. Kailangan smart casual sila or pwedeng business professional. Pinagko-quote ko while reporting, girls naka-skirt below the knee, no? Kasi bakit? Kailangan nilang ma-practice, kailangan nilang ma-mold na at the end, possible ganito ang maging suotan nila sa trabaho or pag nag-a-apply or mag-a-apply sila. So kayo, ganun din. So swerte pa nga kayo sa reporting natin at online. So hindi ko kayo pinagre-required ng turn on ng video, hindi kayo naka-outfit, no? Pero pag face-to-face, ang dami kong requirement when it comes to the reporting. Okay? And also, important concept is ito, lahat tayo dito is guilty. One of the hardest but most important skills to master in a professional setting is time management. Ayan. Once you develop a strong time management strategy, success is inevitable. Ayan. Everyone needs success, right? But the question is, do you have your time management? Sabi dito sa ano natin, time flies, no? We need to have the action plan, organization, distraction, saying no, teamwork, priorities, nature, remote work, focus. And yan, pinakamahalaga, no? We need to use a calendar to represent the time management ng isang tao. So, time management, this is the vital tool that everyone needs. No, babalikan ko kanina yung nabanggit ko because from this, natututunan natin that we need to keep our word or promises to our duties and responsibilities sa workplace. And if we have time management as well, hindi natin nako-compromise yung um, yung mga duties natin na kailangang matapos within the day. And also, nabibuild dito yung expertise natin sa time management. Okay? Mas naiintindihan natin yung specific area ng trabaho natin na dapat matapos on time or ito yung mga bagay na hindi naman kinakailangan matapos on time. So, mas na-express natin yung competency natin, no? Yung mga specialized skills na meron tayo if we have time management. Kasi doon natin siya ginagamit eh. For 1 hour, for 2 hours, kailangan ma-meet natin, matapos to, and so on. Makita natin yung outcome sa ganitong date, sa ganitong oras, and so on. So that is part of time management. If you have time management, congratulations to all of you. And I know, no, unti-unti naman meron kahit estudyante pa lang kayo. Ano yung nagiging basis ko? Those students that submitting their sit work on time. Those students that sending all their reports ahead of time. Okay? So, dito pa lang sa first step as a student, meron na kayo. So, I'm looking forward, what if nasa reality na kayo, nasa hospitality and tourism industry na kayo, na ma-workout nyo pa din to. Because again, hardest thing to follow. But this is the important skills to master, to be a professional or to gain professionalism. Okay? And also, ayan. So we have questions here. So I want to have your opinion. So which of the following would be acceptable and encouraged in professional workplace setting? Again, which of the following would be acceptable and encouraged in professional workplace setting? So we have here assisting with a project, then making absolutely certain your manager knows how much work you. Or number two, explaining that you don't have the answer but will look into it and follow up. Three, becoming close friends with your coworkers and discussing your personal lives in the break room. Or lastly, always saying yes when asked to do something, whether you have the time or knowledge necessary. So which one? Yan. So which one, no? Sa apat na yan. What's the correct answer? Acceptable and encouraged in professional workplace setting. Siyempre, yung... Ayan. So let's wait for the answer to reveal. So, yung naka-green. So yung number two. Explaining that you don't have the answer but will look into it and follow up into it. Okay? So, sa workplace kasi natin, there are times talaga minsan tatambakan tayo ng mga trabaho, lalo na kapag baguhan or kapag nakita yung expertise mo, ibibigay sa'yo almost the workloads na hindi na kinakaya ng 8 hours mo or ng capacity mo. So, better to, yung tinuturo ko sa inyo kanina, better to accept, but andun kayo sa part na hindi nyo sila bibigyan ng assurance kung matatapos nyo hindi. But itatry nyo. So maganda kasing pakinggan that you will try. You will try. So hindi kayo nag-no, hindi rin kayo umoo, but andun yung effort ninyo to try it na ma-workout. Okay? So, ganyan yung possible ninyong maging response sa mga boss ninyo soon. If may mga ganyang scenario, hindi sa umaayaw kayo sa work, no? Hindi rin sa ina-accept nyo siya dahil gusto nyo ma-promote agad. Again, pagiging natural is mas magandang pakinggan, magandang tingnan, kesa mag-pretend kayong kakayanin ng lahat ng trabaho na hindi naman obvious kakayanin. Okay? But the best attitude is you're trying. You're trying. Okay? So next natin, proper and effective workplace communication requires which of the following. So select all that apply. Okay, so ayan. So we have proofreading written communication for clarity and mistakes. Number two, sharing personal opinions in professional discussions. Applying active listening skills and checking for understanding. Or lastly, paying attention to nonverbal communication such as body language and gesturing. Proper and effective workplace communication requires which of the following? Okay, what's on your mind right now? So, let's see if tama yung mga nasa mind nyo na answer. Okay, so the correct answers, kasi tatlo, are, ayan, proof, reading, written, communication for clarity and mistakes. So, pasok siya sa types of communication, yung written. And then, number two, applying active listening skills and checking for understanding. So, nasa verbal to, sa types of communication. And then lastly, paying attention to nonverbal communication such as gestures. So, pasok siya sa nonverbal communication. Okay? So another is professionalism requires attention to all of the following except for which. So meron tayong choices. How you look, including your dress, hygiene, and visible tattoos and piercings. How you communicate, including how you speak and write. How you behave, including punctuality, performance, and interpersonal. How you think, even when you don't share your thoughts. Or lastly, how you demonstrate integrity, including following all. Okay, so what's the right answer? I hope nakasunod. Ang daming choices nun. Ayan. Okay, the correct answer is yung pang-apat. How you think even when you don't share your thoughts. Okay? So dito pala sa number ano natin, one choice, yung sa dress code no, nabanggit natin kanina. Hindi ko nasama yung tato or kung kayo man is naghihikaw ng padadalawa-dalawa, tatlo, apat hanggang 10. Meron ba dyan? Bawal yan sa workplace natin. Okay, lalo na mga professional workplace ang papasukan ninyo. And even girls, di rin pwede yung mga may hikaw, no? And mga long hair sa lalaki. And yun nga, basically may mga tattoo-tattoo tayo ngayon dahil estudyante pa lang or kung ano-ano mang marka sa ating mga katawan, hindi yan pinapayagan sa company. So ngayon pa lang, kung gusto niyo makapagtrabaho ng maayos, no? At gusto niyo mapunta sa industry na kinabibilangan ninyo, protect your physical body as well. So hindi naman na ninyo kailangan pa maglagay ng kung ano-anong pangporma para masabing astigin tayo or mukha tayong nasa uso. 'Di ba? Again, you will work hard soon. So, hindi nare-required yung mga ano na yan. Yung mga patato kahit gaano pa kauso, yung mga pahikaw dyan. So, ngayon, pwede nyo i-enjoy siguro pero i-make sure ninyo mag-work kayo is kaya nyo tanggapin na matatanggal lahat ng yon. Though may mga company tumatanggap, mga ganyang ano, may mga tattoo, basta yung kanilang dress code naman is nakatakip. Pero bibihira yan, ilan lang, no? Pero most of the time, bawal talaga. Cutics nga lang, 'di ba, kapag na-assign tayo sa kitchen, girls, hindi na pwede. Food server nga lang eh, hindi na rin pwede, cutics. And even yung mga flight attendant na yan, hindi rin sila masyadong pinag-makeup lang sa face, pero yung mga maraming para-parnalya na nakasabit sa katawan at kung ano-ano na parang a-attend ng grand ball, yung mga flight attendant hindi pwede yung mga gano'n. So, simplicity is beauty. Okay? And also, transferable skills, abilities, or talents relevant to all professionals and facets of life include many facets of professionalism, such as punctuality, integrity, communication skills, dependability, and the time. So, true or false? Okay, so what's the correct answer? Okay, of course, the answer is true. Okay, so any in any areas across the board, we should have the skills kung saan man tayo pwedeng dalhin, no, ng ating mga paa. Andun lagi yung pagiging professional natin and the professionalism itself. Is kailangan dala-dala natin. Okay, regardless of the status ng ating lifestyle. Okay? And also, okay, so this is the end of our session for today. Thank you, class, for listening, and I hope you understand our topic about professionalism and professional skills that we need to engage, no, ngayon pa lang. And looking forward for everybody na ma-develop yung professionalism natin, even nasa institution pa lang tayo right now. And I want you to be ready soon. No? Ilang years na lang magtatrabaho kayo is maalala niyo pa rin yung mga topic na dinidiscuss natin with this subject. So again, thank you everyone and God bless you all. Bye!